Deep beneath the remnants of a shattered city, a cavernous metro station lay in haunting decay. Flickering fluorescent lights cast uncertain shadows along cracked concrete walls, where water dripped in a measured, sorrowful rhythm. In this spectral silence, Aleksei crouched beside a tattered map, his steady, calloused fingers tracing a route marked by despair and necessity. "The route set," he murmured, his voice a quiet promise amid the desolation. His closest friend, Ivan, adjusted the straps on his makeshift bag, a collection of salvaged supplies and fragments of a lost world. In the unspoken language of survival, their eyes met with mutual resolve. A supply run northward would lead them to an old depot filled with hope, or at least the remnants of it. Leaving behind the safety of the abandoned platform, the pair descended into a labyrinth of rusted rail tracks and crumbling corridors. Every passageway seemed alive with the ghosts of the past. "Every tunnel tells a story," Aleksei whispered as he led the way through the dim, winding corridors. Faded graffiti and the echo of forgotten voices accompanied them at every turn, a somber reminder that the warmth of life had long since faded from these depths. Ivan gripped his weapon tighter, his eyes vigilant in the pervasive darkness, knowing that in this world, even silence could hide unspeakable threats. Their quiet trek was suddenly shattered by a brutal intrusion from the shadows. Without warning, a hulking mutant, its features twisted into a grotesque echo of humanity, lunged from behind a pile of decaying machinery. Instinct erupted into action. Aleksei's hand shot to his sidearm as he shouted, "Ivan, cover me!" The creature's eyes burned with feral hunger and a profound, unnameable sorrow. In the chaos that followed, gunfire illuminated the darkness in staccato bursts. Ivan leaped to flank the beast, their movements synchronizing with a veteran's precision born of countless such encounters. In a flurry of desperate strikes, the mutant fell, collapsing into a trembling heap of decay and residual anguish. As silence reclaimed the corridor, Aleksei's voice murmured, "They adapt, every time you think you're ready, they evolve," while Ivan's steady reminder that we adapt too echoed in the vacuum of loss. Unnerved but undeterred, the friends pressed forward to reach their destination, a forlorn depot that once buzzed with the energy of a vibrant life. Now, dust and memories reigned supreme in vast halls where shards of broken glass and scattered supplies lay hidden like relics of a bygone era. Aleksei wandered slowly among the debris, his eyes lingering on the ghostly remnants of a world filled with laughter and connection. "This place, it was once alive," he whispered in awe, the sorrow of its silence pressing on his heart. Ivan moved methodically, gathering every useful item with a quiet determination, as if each salvaged fragment was a testament to the world that once was and still could be rekindled. In a small, concealed break room behind a rusted door, the two found a rare moment of respite. Huddled against cold, cracked walls, they allowed themselves a brief pause from the ceaseless struggle. Ivan's voice, soft and reflective, floated in the still air as he wondered aloud whether their monstrous adversaries might carry within them vestiges of the sorrow and regret of a lost humanity. Aleksei's eyes grew distant, haunted by his own memories of love, loss, and survival. "We cannot afford to linger in mourning," he said gently, though his tone bore the weight of unspoken grief. For a heartbeat, the room pulsed with the conflicting emotions of hope, despair, and the bittersweet truth that in their world, every moment of rest was as precious as it was transient. No sooner had they caught their breath than the corridor beyond the depot erupted into chaos. The once familiar route darkened ominously as a low, menacing growl swelled into a cacophony of howls. A horde of mutants burst from the shadows, a surge of twisted forms intent on swallowing every remnant of light. "Ivan! Fall back!" Aleksei bellowed, his voice slicing through the rising clamor. Instantly, the friends engaged in a desperate dance of survival. Amid a storm of stray bullets and flaring sparks, Ivan's rapid covering fire and Aleksei's relentless charge carved a narrow path through the mutant swarm. Each exchanged breath and each heartbeat carried the fierce determination that had seen them through countless nightmares, a testament to their resolve to defy the abyss. After the fierce ambush subsided and the echoes of battle faded into a heavy, haunting silence, the duo found refuge in a narrow alcove carved into the stone walls of the tunnel. Their faces, speckled with sweat and streaked with the grime of conflict, mirrored the toll of their endless struggle. Ivan's whispered musings floated in the quiet. Do you ever feel as if even these creatures bear the memories of who we once were? Aleksei, his voice a blend of melancholy and steely resolve, countered, perhaps they are the lost echoes of souls who lost their way just like us. But we have no time to linger, each heartbeat is a battle cry. In that pause between triumph and defeat, they acknowledged the fragile boundary between the tragic remnants of the old world and the daunting promise of survival. Though battered, their spirits were far from broken. Ahead, the dark corridor stretched out, hinting at another station, another chapter of desolation and possibly redemption. Rising with renewed determination, Aleksei declared, "We've come too far to turn back now. The next station might hold more than just supplies, it might carry the key to understanding what we've lost." Ivan's eyes shone with the fierce fire of conviction as he stepped alongside his friend, each stride an act of defiance against the crushing weight of despair. Together, they advanced into the darkness, leaving behind the haunted silence of battle for the uncertain promise of discovery. In the final moments of their journey that night, as the tunnels yielded to an almost imperceptible glow, a narrow ray of light pierced a crack in a distant wall, a fragile promise of dawn in a world that had long been forsaken. Aleksei paused, a bittersweet smile tugging at his lips as he whispered, "Even in this endless night, hope endures." Ivan, resolute and calm, replied softly, "Every step we take is a testament that life, fragmented, scarred, and battered, always finds a way." With those words, the two figures melted into the embracing shadows, their continued march a silent ode to the indomitable spirit of survival and the enduring possibility of a new beginning. There's always more to unearth in these labyrinthine corridors of despair and hope. Perhaps next, we could explore the mysteries of the next station, or delve deeper into the personal histories that have made Aleksei and Ivan the unyielding survivors they are.